Welcome back to the channel. Today, we will discuss why the Raiders will win Super Bowl 57. Let's get into it. So before I discuss the details of why the Raiders are going to be Super Bowl champions, I wanted to ask a favor. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. If I'm able to hit 100 subs before the NFL draft, then I'll be doing a live stream for the first round and be giving away $25 to one subscriber. Thanks, and back to the Raiders. So let's start with last year. The Raiders had a tumultuous season between Henry Ruggs getting into an awful car accident, John Gruden being fired for some inappropriate emails, and Darren Waller being injured. With all of that, they still managed a 10-7 record and made the playoffs. I'm going to break this down in a couple of sections to explain why I truly think the Las Vegas Raiders have a legit shot at winning the Super Bowl next season. Quarterback play, division, coach, and new additions. So starting with the quarterback, Derek Carr passes the first and most important test of an NFL starting quarterback. He has missed a total of 2 games in 8 years. His durability and availability in a 17-game season could mean the difference between 8 wins or 12. Carr has improved statistically year over year since the beginning of his career, so it's fair to say he's consistently getting better. This could be a result of talent around him, coaching, and opponents, but for him to do it 8 years in a row, it also must heavily rest on his ability to learn and adapt. I don't think it stops now for any reason. He started his career throwing for 58% and is up to 68%, with 1 year topping 70. He started his career throwing for 3,200 yards, and last year topped 4,800. To me, being realistic, Derek Carr is a top 15 quarterback. You can win a Super Bowl with a top 15 quarterback. Moving on to the division. The AFC West has become murderer's row. Russell Wilson has joined the Broncos, Khalil Mack has been traded to the Chargers, the Chiefs keep adding weapons in Juju Smith-Schuster. So why on earth would I see this as a positive for why the Raiders could win the Super Bowl? Well, because someone from the AFC West likely will make it to the Super Bowl because they're consistently playing the other best teams in the conference. Iron sharpens iron, so if the Raiders can go 3-3 in their division, then they know they can beat anyone else in the NFL. Confidence is a huge factor in making it deep in the playoffs. Knowing you belong can go a long way. So if the Raiders have been battle-tested in 6 of their 17 games this upcoming season, going against the best quarterbacks and some of the best pass-rushing duos in the league, then what about any playoff game should worry them? The coach. Now hear me out on this one, because if anything is a stretch, I recognize that this is. To me, the Raiders don't need an offensive genius to come in and scheme them into good situations, because they're just talented enough to succeed in that category. They need someone who can provide consistency from a culture standpoint, and change them from the place where bad stuff happens into a place we don't hear anything about except football. McDaniels can do that. He comes from the Belichick tree, and that's what Bill preaches nonstop. This, to me, is a huge plus in the way it removes distraction. Hopefully, he can also do some good things as a play caller. Lastly, and probably most impactful, is the addition of Devante Adams. He's a top 2 wide receiver in the league, and in my opinion, he's not 2. Derek Carr hasn't had a top-tier wide receiver in his entire career to throw to. When he had Amari Cooper, it was his first 2 years before he got injured, and then traded. In Amari's first 2 years, though, he went for 1,000 yards and 1,100 yards. He caught 11 touchdowns over the 2-year span as well. Derek Carr will now have a top 2 wideout, a top 3 tight end, and a solid running back who is also a great receiver out of the backfield. I know he's not Tom Brady, but doesn't this sound like another team that McDaniels coached with? I think big things are coming for the silver and black. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far and enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Let me know in the comments who you think will win Super Bowl 57, and I'll see y'all next time.